my fellow sweats, we are just a couple hours away from the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds demo going live to public servers. And I just wanted to go over a few things that they dropped little teasers like this. They dropped some stats that we're gonna take a look at today and break down the previews that they shown. They shown a lot of new tracks. They shown some original tracks as well, and all before the demo comes out tomorrow. And obviously I will be doing a demo tour, obviously, but until then we're gonna have to break down what we have now. So before I even begin with anything, I wanted to mention that the open network test has gotten over 1 million downloads. Now that is good for Sonic in general. Obviously not good standard wise, but like for a CrossWorlds demo, that was not limited. Like it wasn't, everyone did not have access to it. So the fact that it got 1 million downloads is really good. 10 million races played, it's whatever, but 1 million downloads is very good in my personal, for Sonic especially. For a beta test too. It's not even, the game's not even out yet, and 1 million people are playing it. Obviously some people didn't have time, like it was a 4-day window, so some people didn't have time to play it, which is completely understandable. And along with the 1 million downloads thing, if I can find it right there, they released the chart for people who hit the certain ranks. So only 0.2% of players actually hit legend rank out of the million. Now if you were paying attention to the leaderboard, it only showed top 100, and if you were like legend 9, you wouldn't even show on the leaderboard like on top 100. You had to be at bare minimum legend 8 to even be considered to be on the leaderboard. Somehow, like I got not somehow, but this number is very small. If this number is small, imagine the people on the top 100. They're like what, 0.0 something, 0.05, something like that. But yeah, I got to if you didn't see, I got to legend 7. I got to number 26 on the leaderboard from when I first logged off, before I logged off. And I don't know what number that could be out of the 0.2%, but that's really good. 0.7, yeah, majority of people got E rank because so obviously some people didn't have time. Some people found out the beta late. Some people couldn't make it at E rank, and some people just like couldn't play the game at all. So like majority of people obviously have E rank. D ranks fine. C, B is a lot smaller than I would think. Same with A too. B and A are really small. I would have never thought, but apparently 0.2% of people got legend rank. If you are in that 0.2%, congrats, you made it. I guess, right? But yeah, they also released, hold up, they also dropped, before we get into the previews, we're gonna check out the stats first. They also released the stats for most selected CrossWorlds. Number 1 being obviously the 2 new ones, Dragon Road and Alaska, which who's surprised, right? Who's surprised? So, but I'm really surprised that Kraken Bay isn't on the top 5, and neither is Magma Planet either. So there's Dragon Road, Alaska, Roulette Road actually surprises me. Dinosaur Jungle, Sky Road, pretty standard right there. Which one was it? They released like, yep, there it is. They released like gadget placement for the beta test. Now I'm shocked. I am shocked this made it onto the top 10 compared to like the monster truck perk, which I don't know how that's not on the top 10. Maybe it's not as much people using it as we thought, and it's just a meme perk. Like people just use it for the memes and they're just trolling. If you're using that, you're basically just trolling. Like, there's no way. But yeah, like it's pretty standard here. Like this is obviously one of, if not, in my opinion, the best perk in the game. This is all still pretty viable, even though it got nerfed to 2 slots instead of 1. I used it. I use this. I can't even lie. It's too good not to run. Boost, the boost gadget, really good. This I definitely use as well. It's really good. It makes you it makes you not have to like completely go out of your way to farm rings, because while there are already as many ramps are there in the game, you can just trick. Okay, like these two are like best friends. Like you run this, if you want like, it depends. Like if you want an all-around build, in my opinion, I run these. Like they're like peanut butter and jelly. Like why would you run these? But yeah, like you trick with this, you get 2 rings, and from how many ramps are in the game, it's pretty valuable to get. Like the value on this perk is really good from how many ramps are in the game. This 130 for a 1 slot is really good, because like once you get hit, you lose a certain amount of rings, and this basically acts as insurance. So your top speed will never go past 100 rings. So if you have 130 and you get hit by like let's say this, you may still have 100 or be closer to 100 rather than you having 100 and losing that 100. So like you'll easily get back to top speed. You won't lose as much speed as you do without it. So it's really good, especially for a 1 slot. It's really good. This, I'm not too sure how good this is. Obviously it's good at the start, but like you don't keep the start for too long. It does appear in your item deck, in your item slots deck. So like when you pick up an item, this may have a chance to show up, and I don't know how useful that is in my opinion, but it's top 7, so who am I to complain, right? I don't know. I'm surprised it's higher than this. Guys, this level 4 drift charge is more useful than this. I don't know how it's higher. I don't know how it's higher, but apparently people found this more useful than level 4 drift charge. Maybe it's like, actually I don't know, maybe it's majority of the player base using, maybe they don't know. I don't know. Collision boost, who's surprised? Let's be honest. Collision boost allows you to, because like especially in a Potos, you're in close corners, and when you're in close corners you want speed, and this gives you a bump of speed every time you bump into somebody. Well, actually no, it has a cooldown of like a second and a half, something like that. But like when you bump into somebody, you gain like a tiny burst of speed. It's really good for acceleration. Like speed for this does not matter at all, because it's like next to none. Like it's like a little bit, but not really. But acceleration wise, this is really good for, like, let's say you get hit and someone bumps you, you'll get right up back to top speed. This, come on guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we like ooh. You could have ran this, 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 but this, I don't know. I'm not really sure how that's here, but you know, I guess people ran that in the top 10. It's in the top 10 somehow, but you know. And oh yeah, we have these. We have the most, guys. Let's be honest here. How in the world? So like they're definitely doing this on purpose. Obviously, like the new track is a new track, so it's gonna get picked regardless. But then Colorful Mall is number 5, Mystic Jungle number 4, Metal Harbor number 2. Come on, like what are we doing? Apotos number 1. Come on, if you've been around the block, you know what Apotos is. It's like Apotos is like a make or break track. It's either you front run and get ahead, or you stay in the back and bag too hard and lose. So like there's like almost no in between, unless you get super lucky and you pass everyone like during the end section on the grass, then you just basically lose. But this is definitely known for the monster trucks in the beginning of the race, because people love to use monster trucks in the, is it, they show it like in that right there in the small corridor section. Obviously how big the monster truck is, you're gonna get squished regardless. They also showed a little bit more stats of the top characters. Oh yeah, just the all-around stats. So I already seen it. The top characters are Shadow, Sonic, Jet, Tails, and Cream. Cream made it to the list again. Cream made it to list in the February beta test, and she made it here into the open beta test. How? I don't know. I think in the open or the February test, I think Sonic was first, and then Shadow, and then Cream. But now it's Shadow first, Sonic second, Jet. Guys, who I would love to know who was playing as Tails. If you were playing as Tails, let me know that. Let me know if you were playing as Tails. Let me know if you're a Tails lover in the comments. Let me know. But yeah, fastest E stadium time. I don't know why they showed E stadium time and not all track time. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion. It doesn't make any sense. Obviously, this is the number one gadget used. Number one CrossWorld. Two unleashed stages as the top track and top CrossWorld. I mean, I'm not complaining, me personally. This surprised me the most. Top vehicle Dark Reaper. Guys, I don't remember every stat for every car, but I know I picked my thing specifically as Shadow's like front rear of the car and Sonic's back rear of the car, and I think Shadow's wheels, because they had like I think the most speed in my opinion. I think that's why I used it. But Dark Reaper, they just use it as default. Like that's just default. Default Dark Reaper is the top vehicle somehow. I'm not sure. I had to look at the stats, but they could prove me wrong, right? Total gameplay hours. What? Over a million. There's no way we collected. I mean, it's 1 million downloads, right? Okay. I guess never mind, right? 1 million downloads, 1 million gameplay hours. It kind of makes sense actually. Never mind. Total items attained 72.8 million. Doesn't really matter. 10 million races. You know, this doesn't make any sense. Why would they? What? Who cares? Who is it? Does it just look like a nice number? I don't. What's the point in this? 9 million rocket punches thrown. Why does that matter? Who knows? Who cares? I think that's it. Yep, the character list. There's also another collab. I have no idea who that is, but they're appealing to more fans in Japan. So by like doing this collab, which is really nice, because they wanna open the game to all audiences. To like they're doing a great job on marketing. They're doing a really good job on marketing. I can't even lie. Before we get into the previews, oh yeah, this is tomorrow. Don't forget about that. Tomorrow night, EST, 12 a.m. EST on Wednesday. New music. And I think that is all. If I'm forgetting something, let me know. But yeah, now we will get into the previews of the new stages. Now hold up, before I even click that, is this 1080? Oh, come on, bro. Is the Japanese version 1080? Oh yeah, those are the new stickers. I forgot about in Japan. I forgot about that. Only exclusive to Japan, by the way. Like, come on. Is this 1080? Okay, it is. Okay, it is. So we're gonna break down Blizzard Valley first. Let me. That. Okay. Now I'm gonna play and then talk over it for a second. There's two there's two drills. Okay. Cool atmospherically cool stage. It says Snowy Mountain, where Eggman is mining resources. Be careful because the machine due to frozen roads and blizzards. Now let me talk about something, right? The wind effect is adds a nice like real life layer to the track. Aside from it visually it's really good. I can't argue with it. Visually it's 10 out of 10, and just from looking at it, right, like the wind pushes you this way, so like you're constantly drifting left. I guess that this off-road isn't too much of a shortcut. Is that a pathway on this pipes? Hold on. Yeah, okay, nothing there. Another right turn. See, okay, this is where the gadget comes in. The anti-sand and ice gadget. where you don't have to slip on, because if you didn't know, sand and ice both have like weird handling disruptions, so you're drifting differently if you were on regular road. So like this is gonna be, I mean, obviously you just get used to it. Just get used to the ice and sand, but like it'll be way different if you're driving on these courses. Now here, the item blocks are moving corresponding to where the wind is blowing. So the wind is blowing, yeah, the wind is blowing left. So you see how the item boxes are all flowing left. That's actually a cool touch. Does the wind ever stop blowing? I don't know. Hold on. Does he enter the wind? Oh, so he enters the wind. I think maybe this is only a wind section. That would make a lot more sense. Because, yeah, okay. I don't know if this is a shortcut or that's visually just there. Maybe it like drops from like here to down here and then it goes left. That would make most sense. Yeah, because you see how it's dropping down and like it falls off from to the ledge over there, stuff like that. Okay, nice. It's gonna be really chaotic and online. Now we approach one of a familiar section. So there's 2 ramps. I don't know why wouldn't you take those? I don't know, but you know, there's 2 ramps. You go off here. There's also 2 paths. They do a lot. This is a common pattern in this game. A common pattern in this game is they like to put multiple paths with either item boxes, rings, or like a dash pad, and that's how they separate the paths in this game. In my opinion, unless you unless you have set in, let's say you're first. Let's say you have set in stone items. You have a tornado and a shield in first. Just take this path, right? Always take this path. What's above here? You can barely see what's above there, but I think it's a right turn. So you like, let's say you turn here, and then you immediately turn this way. Yeah, because the arrow pointing this way, right? So it depends on which gives you the better drift. Whatever gives you the better drift, I mean, we have to experiment. Just go the path that gives you the better drift. So if this way gives you a better drift, which I doubt, go that way. But I think doing a sharp left turn here to gain a 1 drift charge or 1.5, and then strictly going this way to give you the other 2.5, 3, or 2, you know, 1.5, 3, 2, whatever perk you have on. And then here actually cuts to a plane section where it looks similar, but it's not. It's like in the air this time. So yeah, once again, there's 2 pathways, double box and rings. If you get close to the drill, I don't know if the drill gives you damage. I would assume not. But you get the 20 rings and the double boxes near the drill. I would assume, actually, obviously, same thing like I said before, depending on your scenario, go for the item that helps you in the current scenario. Okay, a sharp right turn here, and then it cuts. Damn, that's Blizzard Valley, right? Do not take this off-road. It's not even worth it. Like, unless you have mushrooms. I said mushrooms. Unless you have boost to spare, then obviously use the boost on the off-road. Otherwise, just don't do it. It's not even worth it. All right, that was Blizzard Valley. Now let's go over Coral Town. A labyrinth-like course surrounded by coral. Choosing root branches is key to victory. Now I will talk about something. Gee, let me play the clip first. This map is one of, if not the, in terms of routes, whatever you want to say, the largest scale map we've ever seen so far. There are like 20 different pathways to take. That's how much pathways there are. Like there's there's left, right. We're gonna get to it. Let me just react to it first. Let's react to it first. Look at this. Okay, you saw that off-road. Sorry. Oh, like, look at this track. And we've already seen the map of it too. Give me 1 second to find the map layout. Right here. You see this? This is the this is Coral Town. I already lost it. Let's take this one. You see, this is the Coral Town map. Now look how much pathways there are. So this is the starting line. So obviously they're going this way. Starting line, already 2 pathways. You go left, 2 pathways. There's probably a plane section right here. I don't know how far that goes. There's another pathway. So I think it goes from here to there. But then once you take the right pathway, I'm trying to like analyze all this in my head. Like what? What? But then what's this path? Dude, I have no idea. That's how complex this course is. Which, you know, I'm all for the complexity of any track in this game. Like, I mean, obviously people are gonna take the one that's fastest, right? So unless all these pathways are like equal speed in terms of like how fast they are, then like people are just gonna take the most fastest route. Why not, right? Unless they're bagging. That's the only way they're not taking this route. But yeah, let me go over what we saw during this. So yeah, like I said, once you go right, there's immediately 2 pathways to present to you. And look, it's funny, they put these things in bubbles. But look, see how this is a giant curve? It goes underground. Wait, hold on. Let me see again. You go right. What? Wait, which path is that? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. This is okay. So they go here, they go right, and then this is the cutoff right here. And they jump, curve. What? How's that even pop? Bro, I don't know. We'll see a lot. That track is gonna blow my mind. But yeah. It's a drive here. Okay, it's cut. Also, I think on the 3rd lap, a ring portal does show up, like around, I don't know where, but somewhere around here, and then it takes you like up here. It saves like what, 0.2 seconds? What? Boost down there. I see, these are things you wouldn't even see if you weren't like closely paying attention to the track. Just use your eyes. Like literally, there's a boost pad down here. I don't even know how are you gonna get down there. I guess maybe the colors. Oh, that's actually a cool detail. The colors lead into other colors. That would make sense. Because look, you go down there and then down there to the blue, brown. I think it's brown. Brown. Yeah, then okay, that's a cool touch. See the 100 ring here, which you get from taking the ring portal, which shows up. There's also a gigantic off-road section. So like if you have a boost, then you can just completely negate all this giant turn right here. And then with the plane section, look, path down there, oh yeah, never mind. Path down there, path right there, another path right here. Like what? The track is just full of pathways. So I'm excited to see what is the fastest route. Like, I think, in my opinion, I think driving on car, like in a straight line, might be faster than driving on like in the air, just because airtime is slightly slower. We'll have to see. We'll have to test a lot of things. Have to be tested. Up next, we have Silver in, what's this place called again? Crystal Mine. An area where Dodonpa is mining energy resources. Be careful not to fall off the course, because this actually takes place on a mountain. Like, what's that? 3 original courses in one, or like in, I guess, in one session? Was this billboards? We have 3 original courses in, like, there's so many original courses in the game, and like we envy that in recent Sonic games now, that we're just envying like the fact this game has many courses now. Whoa, okay, let's watch it first and then I'll break it down. Okay, long path. Music goes nice. Music is nice. That's a giant plane section. Okay, that's the stage. Now, stop right there. Hold up. What was that? Oh, never mind. Okay, that's just an aesthetic. See, another giant turn. Now, they have the same sort of turn in like other courses, and what you usually do is just take this route, the left path, because it's just 10 times faster. Unless you're bagging, unless you are bagging for rings, you should never take this path because it's just slower. Plus, like, you know, this tiny off-road section, which, like, if you have a boost in your hand, you can take it. And then this gigantic plane section, which it's kind of surprising, honestly. There's 20 rings on this crane. Is there a ring circle there, dash pads there? I think this is an obstacle, I'm not really sure. But like, look at the atmosphere. The atmosphere is really nice. It's like a crystal mine, like obviously what they said, but completely original. And like this it's funny, this adds more story without telling a story than Team Sonic Racing ever did. Can you believe that? We learned more about this game, we learned more about Dodonpa in this game than we learned about Dodonpa in Team Sonic Racing. That's kind of crazy to me. Okay, then we cut here. I think this is the section this is the section we just went to. More billboards, Dodonpa wheels, Sonic Racing. Okay, so for this, right, I think why wouldn't you take these, in my opinion? And then we have another off-road section here. Again, you should always take the tight turn, never take the wide turn. Actually, hold on, maybe hold on, maybe it's not so bad actually, because he took it really fast. Yeah, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. That's really, yeah. Good look at Silver too. I like his car. They updated his car from Team Sonic Racing. All right, we're back to the official YouTube channel, and we have like the last 3 bit of news here that I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but the last 3 pieces of news here, and I'm not gonna go over this because when I first saw it, they said they grabbed a few people for impressions, and then when you actually listen to it, it's just like, it sounds like they got random people off the street and play for 5 minutes and like rate the game, please give it a good like, give it a good. No, you want impressions, give someone genuine and who knows racing games, who knows how to play a video game for a while, like who knows how to play a video game. But like I think these are just, I don't know, they sound like they're in the same studio with all the same mic, and like they just played the game for like 5 minutes and rated it a good rating because they wanted to be nice. But yeah, nah. So we're gonna before we take a look at this, we're gonna take a look at this, you know, silly trailer they did like 4 days ago. It's really just like a like an old style commercial. That's too loud. Now, before you say this is Knights, no, it's Wave. They said minecart. Minecart. They are. It's funny. Yeah, Espio's car. Was that King Dudampa in real life? Like, what was that? But, you know, I think it's just a funny thing they did to make, you know, to promote the game in like a silly way, like, as like a little joke. Like, you know, they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. Now this is. Oh man, let's just watch it for ourselves.
We all know that kart racing game. It's great. We don't need to show it to you. But what if you can blast through and race on a whole nother level? What if you could warp across different dimensions, fully customize and build out your machine, and compete head-to-head across different platforms? Or what if you want to roam around on the open road?
That's crazy. Now, if you pay close attention, you can see a mushroom clearly. I don't think it's directly Mario Kart in general. Cause like, look, you see the red and white, the mushroom again. And then you got CrossWorlds, right? But hold on. This line right here. When they say roam around in the open road, that's obviously catering, like 99.9% that's catering to them saying the open world in Mario Kart World, like when you the free roam, the free roam section. They're definitely taking a stab at that, which is pretty crazy. Like from how high of confidence they have to diss on Mario Kart this time. The game, you know, they have a lot of confidence. They have a lot of confidence to be doing that. Come race on our level. Let me see again. What was it called? Welcome to the next level. Come race on our level. Yep, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, September 25th. Yeah, I completely forgot to show the Prime character. They finally revealed images of the Sonic Prime characters. It took them 50 years, you know, but you know, we finally have it. This is images of Rusty Rose in the game. Like, it took them long enough. Also, a little bit more of Child Park 2. Who's that? Oh, it's Tails 9 and Knuckles Dread. Okay, so they don't have new vehicles. Like, obviously, it's their, you know, modern counterparts vehicles. But yeah, this is Rusty Rose, Tails 9, and the Dread. There's also more screenshots of Knuckles the Dread in other stages, like Egg, the what's it called? Egg Expo stage. I don't actually know. I think it's called Egg Expo. There's Tails 9 in the back, Knuckles the Dread, and just like on Galactic Parade, once again, Knuckles the Dread and Tails 9. These will be on launch characters. If you pre-ordered the Digital Deluxe, or if you have the Digital Deluxe, you will get these characters for free. And some images of the before I show that, some images of Tails 9 in Digital Circuit. Yep, images of Tails 9. What is this giant ramp that leads you like anti-gravity? Yep, Donpa Factory. Who's that? Okay, it's Knuckles the Dread again. And then Radical Highway with Tails 9. That's really cool. That's pretty cool. And then we have images of the Werehog. You know, the goat. Yo, that's an instant main. Like, even though he doesn't have a voice, that's gonna be an instant main for me. Yo, look at it. Yo, that's my boy. Yo. I don't know. Okay, it's to the same screenshot. Okay, yeah. Yo, look at him in Child Park. I assume he's gonna be a power type. Would make the most sense. This shot goes. This shot goes. Oof. That's like background worthy, or thumbnail worthy at least. And then him in Radical Highway with next to the moon. Like, that's a cool shot. They need you know what they need? They need a photo mode in the game, because I don't think we've seen that yet. But a photo mode, guys, a photo mode is something we need desperately. Any sort of photo mode we need desperately. But yeah, I think that's about it. Prime characters, recent previews, stats, and the demo releasing tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, that's about it for this week's roundup. Oh, just to show that, you know. Yeah, that's about it for this week's roundup. Make sure to check out the demo. Make sure to check out my breakdown of the demo releasing tomorrow when the demo drops. Yeah, I think that's all we have for today. I hope they don't release news tomorrow because that'd be crazy. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these news. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.